Hey guys, welcome to the Heart of David. Hope you guys are doing well. Topic of this video today is get off Facebook, get off most of YouTube, get off of them all. And I'm saying this from a saved Christian, a born again Christian perspective. I'm going to get to that in a second, okay? And I'm just going to say a few things before I get to this topic. And listen, I believe with all my heart that if you decide to not lessen it, and what I mean is like Facebook. Pardon me, I have an itch there. If you decide to take it off Facebook, and I don't mean like selling things, but if you can't control yourself, that's what I mean. Just get off of it. It's a cancer. I'll get to that in a second. I can't wait to get on this. I couldn't wait to get on today. My back feels about half better, which is better than nothing. And if you've been praying for me, thank you. Having your back out is a horrible thing. It steals a lot of your life away, and even feels like it steals some of a lot of your spirit. That's what pain does. I've just come from where I live. I live in Ottawa, Canada, and there's a lot of snow right now. So there's probably about 40 centimeters of snow. It's been snowing for like 3 days. There's probably more than that. I don't know how much there's going to be. But I walked to work anyways. I just want to say something. Walking in the snow, you should see the snowbanks. They're about 5 feet tall right now. You know, where it's been. Where I live, we haven't had the best winters, but this year I guess it's a little bit better. Very late, but in any case, so much about global warming. For the past 2 months, though, the temperature has been anywhere from -20 to Celsius. We've had like a 2-month cold snap with some. Right now it's -10. To probably most people who are watching this video, that's extremely cold. I'm not talking about Fahrenheit. I'm talking -10 Celsius. Anyways, can't wait till it is all over. I love the snow though. You know, when it snows a lot type thing. But anyways, I made my way to work. And or volunteering, same things. I go there so much, and I'm doing it to get used to a working career, right? Because I'm in addictions counseling, a Bachelor of Science in university. Give me a second. I'm going to talk about something very important. Just wait. You know, my videos, I don't edit these videos, eh? So when you see me uncomfortable, which is a lot of the time, which is all the time, but a lot more comfortable times than others, I don't edit these videos when I'm standing up here. My editing software that I use otherwise to make other content, I do. So I use a Windows. On Windows, I hit the camera, and to edit that, anyways, it's just too much to do that, I think. So I don't correct any mistakes I make ever. You know how Jesus said, can you remember when the disciples were arguing amongst themselves and they said, who is the greatest? And then Jesus said, I am. No, I'm just kidding. Jesus said, whoever wants to be the greatest, what did he say exactly? He said, he will serve, right? He will serve. I don't know about you, but I would guess this is the way with a lot of people who truly believe in God, who believe in God. Listen, when I say born again, that's what I mean. If you don't know what that means, then I ask you to go look what that means. It means to believe and be saved, of course, but it means to become a child again with God. You're not afraid of God. You love God so much. To be able to be, because I work with people with dementia for the most part. There are some people I work with who are in the beginning stages, or they have a lot of maybe mental difficulty, but in any case, they're mostly dementia patients. I'm now feeding them, right? Today I was feeding 2 at the same time. I tell you that, especially when I'm doing it, but when I'm done, right? And whatever else I do there, when I'm walking home after that, I feel satisfied. A satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else but with God. And that's exactly what Jesus Christ meant. To be able to give back, to help another person, there's no price on that. To help people in their time of need, it's, I've helped people throughout my life in different capacities. And I was down and out with very severe illness for, really trapped in my home, a bed and a couch, for about 10 years. Let's just call it 9 years. And I suffered a lot. And I never thought I'd be able to ever do, I thought I was going to die. And I was in a place where I wanted to die because it was so bad. So to be able to give back in ways, there's nothing that I'm not able to do, They pretty much give me free rein to go and speak to people, to help feed them, to keep them company and do that type of stuff. And it isn't easy to work with a dementia patient, especially to feed them. If you ask me, I think there's something different in someone who truly believes in God in the way that they deal with others. I'm not saying that's the case every time, but it's very noticeable, I believe. There's nothing better than giving back and helping people who are in need. And I'll tell you something, there is no shortage of that in society. You know what? These nursing homes, they're building up. The age demographic, can you imagine what China's going to be like? You're going to say, well, look, their population's fine. It isn't. All of a sudden, everyone's going to be old. There's going to be a huge portion of their population that's going to be old. What are they going to do with them? And it's no different than, the baby boomers and people after that. In any case, there's a lot of people to take care of. Too many. Okay, before I talk about social media, I want to say this. I've been doing a lot of videos about who is the Antichrist. Yes, I do believe the Antichrist has been revealed on the false prophet and a lot of other signs for that matter. I just want to say this. There's a lot of talk out there, and that includes me, about the mark of the beast. I have to put my glasses on, man. I'm so used to having my glasses on. I know, it makes me... Just give me a sec here. Like, I don't know, my eyes have been blurry. I don't know why. I feel better with my glasses. In any case, there's been a lot of talk about the mark of the beast. There's a lot of that online. And I just have to say this, you know, people are waiting for this to come and stuff like that. And I've already told you what it is. God is not the author of confusion. Why would God make it so that Elon Musk's Neuralink, which has now gone into 3 different people, why would, in the Greek language, why would it translate to 666? You can look at a whole lot of other stuff. You're going to say it's Nero, but it doesn't really, it's tough to even try to make that comparison. Can you tell me of anything else that comes even close to that? Not only that, but think of the implications of what it is and what it's adding up to. We're looking for a mark on the forehead and the hand. We're in a time of microchips, and I know what a lot of people are going to say, microchips. Oh, it's just, this is what people are going to say. It's just like a movie or something. Well, it just happens to be. Why does Neuralink, a chip in your brain that'll change your thoughts, that, you know, like, there's nothing better I could think of that would match it, that would change us in some way. I can't even imagine what they can do with it. All I wanted to say is it equals 666. That's pretty powerful. That is something you cannot ignore as a good student of God. You're going to tell me, like, nothing else will even come close to that, I don't think. Give me another second here. I'm going to talk about social media, a little bit about my experience with social media and why you should stop. I know that there's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be, oh, I gotta sell something. You know, there's no better way to speak to this person, to get a direct message. And that may be true. And if you have control, then you have control. Otherwise, Facebook is you know, I saw the other day, and it kind of makes me want to do this. I just saw the title of a video, Facebook, what did it say? Is the face of the devil. Just think about it. Facebook. An image. It's like Narcissus, right? Or whatever it is, you know, the guy who looks into the reflection in the water and sees his own face. And what did he die that way because he fell in love with himself? That's what Facebook is. That's what Instagram is. That's what all of them are. Do you want to see what people are eating? Do you want to see what people's jobs are, their families? Half of them are fake anyways. You don't realize what your life could be like without it. The people it truly benefits are the people who are evil. Benefits. Like people who like to hurt other people. You know what I'm talking about. Cluster C personality or whatever. I'm not saying they're all like that. But they use it as a tool and a weapon. Not only that, but companies target you, and there's a whole lot of, you know, like people breaking into people's accounts. There's a ton of stuff. I'm more hypersensitive than the next person. I have autism, and that would be one reason. You know, I've always been hypersensitive to medications, and it's just I have a different nervous system than other people do, and I am hypersensitive in some areas, and it's really easy to become offended at your own family, your own friends. How about this? For instance, I had to block 2 of my friends, or sorry, not block, but to just unfriend them from my thing. This is something I did a long time ago. So I came out of my fog of sickness, okay? And I was on Facebook, and I remember, can you imagine people you hang out with your entire life, right? Your entire young life, who you think are for you. You send them a message, and then, for me anyways, it was just like, and it's so informal, there's no emotions or anything, that they say something to you like, I remember I said this, I said to an old friend, I said, hey, where do you live now? That's all I said. And the reply was, oh, you know, I don't give my address and that type of thing. That's fine. Took him off my Facebook. It's very easy to become offended. It's very easy to, you know, you have people ghost you. You have all these types of things. These things make you really, really sick. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're afraid to say the things that I'm saying right now. It's a cancer. It was designed to make you addicted to it. I've studied it already. That was part of my studies that I'm now finished with in addictions counseling. And no, I didn't study social media in depth, but this was part of it. This was part of my own personal research paper. That Facebook, so they designed it, Mark Zuckerberg and those other guys, those twins, and I gotta get out of the picture for a second, guys. Just give me a sec. Sometimes I have to move. They purposely made it addictive. Of course they did. They're not going to tell you that now. They made it in a way that, and if you don't believe me, I haven't been able to find the study, but at one point it was all over the place. Quite honestly, I couldn't find it the other day. In any case, it's true. When you get a like, if someone shares your thing, whatever your post, in your brain, if you snort a line of cocaine, okay, you can measure your dopamine in your brain in units. And a line of cocaine equals, a regular line of cocaine equals 400 units of dopamine response, okay? They found out that Facebook likes are the same. Can you imagine that? So this is literally rewiring your brain. Just in general, there's so much trash. There's so much. It's Babylon to me. It's Babylon. Do I need to say any more? There are arguments. There are, you know, it's not real life. There's nothing there for you. And whatever you do, whatever you scroll, whatever you see, how is that going to benefit your life? So by the end of the night, when you go to bed, what did you gain? Did you think about it? Take away Facebook, and then you're left with, oh man, I got to do something. Because I put those things away, yes, I still, you know, might get a message. No, I don't use it that way. For selling, yes, I do. It makes you very sick. some more than others, obviously. And you know quite well that how arguments can happen, how, oh, he wasn't this way, he wasn't that way, because the emotions weren't shown. I could say it was never meant to be. I don't think it really was, but God knew it was coming. It hasn't taken long. How long has Facebook been out? Has it been 15 years? And look where we are. It is a cancer. Now, if you can control yourself, things like groups, things like those types of things are excellent. I can't think of anything better. But it's Babylon. Everyone's got to be there. Look, oh man, that woman is so hot. Why don't you go out and actually, talk to a woman? Or a man, or whatever. It's not real life. Gotta get out of the picture. In any case, that crosses right over to things like Instagram. Just, you know what? I think I'm telling you the truth when I say Facebook is a whore. It turns people into whores. There are people on Facebook, or people that ask me to be their friends. I still see those requests. Like, say I go to sell something, I have to see, it comes up very quickly, and then I'm like, I'm not looking at that. I'll see, but sometimes when I flip over to, say, Marketplace, I'll see, the people who are on my list very quickly across, that goes across, and I'll see like a woman posing in an unnatural way. And it just reminds me, I'm so glad I don't use it anymore. There are so many more people that I wouldn't have recognized that they're a certain way. I think you know what I mean. People I would have never guessed that all they do all day long is post pictures of themselves. That's why the end has come. Paul the Apostle says, in the end times, people will, what did the first thing he say? They will be lovers of themselves. Stop thinking about yourself. Get off these devices and actually live your life.